HTV News Source is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products.
You're watching HTV, Houston Television News Source, a product of the City of Houston. Your story, your voice, your station.
Hello, welcome to this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Oyanguren. Still recovering from the effects of Hurricane Harvey, Kingwood received heavy rainfall last week and some homes flooded. Now, some of these residents are left to pick up the pieces.
At last count, we have about 190 homes that flooded in the Kingwood area, predominantly on the north side of North Park Drive, ironically in neighborhoods that never flooded during Harvey. So we have a little bit of a different issue this go around. We had 9 neighborhoods that were affected. Some of them were minimal, but the worst is Elm Grove, which in the northern part of the district, right on the Montgomery County, Harris County borderline. What we're asking folks to do is solid waste management has been in the area for the last week, that they need to report. The folks need to report their storm debris. When they pull their carpet up and their sheetrock, their insulation and their furniture and put it on the front lawn, they need to notify us via 311. Or you can call us at 713-837-0311 and also send an update via email to our District E website, which is, the email address is districte@houstontx.gov.
A pair of country music recording artists will headline Freedom Over Texas. The event will also play a special tribute to NASA's golden anniversary of the lunar landing. Take a look.
3, 2, 1.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Houston, the first word spoken on the moon, and thus establishing for all the world to hear the relationship between Houston and the American space story. Simply put, NASA's Johnson Space Center is our family. This year is especially momentous as we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the lunar landing.
Our goal 50 years ago was to prove we could land humans on the surface of the moon, and come back safely. And now our goal is to say that we can go there and be sustainable and stay, and move from there to go to explore Mars.
You'll have moon rocks and various vehicles and astronauts, robotics. You'll be able to speak with astronauts out on the site, a truly unique, one-of-a-kind experience at this one-of-a-kind event. So we really thank you, NASA, for joining us. I really want to thank all of their team for helping us define this area. It's going to be, again, just an incredible experience.
Coming up next, find out what the health department is doing to combat HIV among minorities. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Uglyville!
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Couldn't be better.
Find the right seat today.
Whether you need a hand shopping for groceries, using up scraps, or finishing every bite, Meal Prep Mate can help you plan better and save more. Whether you're a newbie getting your first taste, a meal prepper honing your chops, or a meal prep pro hungry for a challenge, you can learn how to eat smarter, plan better, and save more at every step of meal prep. When you finish every bite, you save. Start prepping with Meal Prep Mate at SaveTheFood.com.
Houston,
where cultures come together,
where inspiration
takes center stage,
and big dreams come true.
It's where fun happens every day.
Houston's a city on the move. It's a city that makes you groove.
That's the heartbeat. That's the rhythm of my town. Of my town. My town. My town.
Our town.
H-Town.
Houston is a city that inspires. Visit Houston for yourself and find out where the inspiration leads you.
Welcome back to HTV News Source. Thank you for tuning in. The health department is rolling out a new campaign aimed at combating the HIV epidemic among African American and Latino communities in the city of Houston.
I exist. I matter. I am life.
The Houston Health Department launched the I Am Life campaign to accomplish two things. To make sure Houstonians were aware of new advances in HIV prevention and treatment, as well as promote health, wellness, and wholeness amongst members of our community who may feel as though access to health care is not available to them.
Because the number of cases in Houston, Harris County of people with HIV has been increasing. You got about 1,200 or more, and that's way too many. We can cut down on that.
Pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, has been a tool that's been around for several years now, and many Houstonians may not be aware of it. But it is a once-a-day pill that is open and available to anyone who's willing to use that particular tool, and it will prevent you from acquiring the HIV virus. Very, very effective tool.
Every person has value, it's important, and you want to make sure that they have a full, healthy quality of life. And this campaign is focusing specifically on African Americans and Hispanics, and where we see the number of HIV cases increasing, it's increasing heavily in those two groups.
Once an individual is fully undetectable and fully treated, if they're living with HIV, then their likelihood of transmitting the virus to their sexual partner is next to none.
In other news, Robert Dembo III, Associate Director of Mayor's Office of Veterans Affairs, accepted the Solomon Letterman Spirit of Excellence Award for his outstanding service to the city of Houston and the veterans.
We are honored to have such a champion, a career year, and a leader with a heart for our veterans like no other in our city's Veteran Affairs Office. In the spirit of excellence that you serve each and every transitioning veteran, we are honored to award you with the 2019 Solomon Letterman Spirit of Excellence Award. God bless the work you're doing for our veterans.
Here's some creative artwork displayed on our HTV television studios. Check it out.
Who that who? What that what? What? Who that who? Who that what? What that what?
Our station has rotating art exhibits throughout the year. Stay tuned for more stories on the different exhibits. Next on News Source, comic book superheroes come alive at Comicpalooza. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Vets, you served our country, and now you're home looking for a job. But how often have you applied and never heard back? That can be frustrating. That's why Edge for Vets was created, to open the world for you. The Houston Airport System and its business partners are hiring, and offer this unique opportunity to get an edge in the interview process. To find out more, contact us at edgeforvets.org.
Welcome back to HTV News Source. The biggest entertainment and pop culture event in Texas, where comic book heroes and villains come to life, took center stage at the George R. Brown Convention Center.
We're happy to be here at Comicpalooza 2019.
This year's edition drew thousands of eager fans, some dressed in their favorite comic book characters.
Creepy Hollow. Creepy Hollow. Creepy Hollow. Creepy Hollow Haunted House. Creepy Hollow Haunted House. Pretty much.
That you get to dress up. That's pretty much the only reason I really like it. You get to dress up and meet new people.
Well, I'm Sailor Moon. This is Sailor Mini Moon. And we chose this because I grew up as this, and so I instilled it into my daughter because it's a pretty awesome cartoon.
This is Jade from Mortal Kombat. The reason I picked this cosplay was because the game just came out. It released in April, and I was amazed that they finally inspired to put Jade in the game.
I'm Mira, and I'm cosplaying her because she's a powerful woman. And she went for what she believed in, the right thing to do. Take these, they make you feel better.
Roll for initiative.
Ward cosplay as Anubis from Smite.
And a cosplay costume competition brought the best of the best in creativity. Also at Comicpalooza, ESPN brought the first ever collegiate esports championship, which featured 20 college teams competing against each other.
Complete the sweep to start out our Overwatch section.
This is the Collegiate Esports Championship. It's an inaugural event crowning the very best of collegiate esports. We have 22 teams here representing 20 universities, 104 players and coaches. They're competing for a national championship in their respective titles. We're partnering with Comicpalooza. Comicpalooza is our staging area for the event, working with Houston First and the City of Houston to bring this event here. Esports continues to be an emerging sport, and it's growing obviously in popularity, not only in just the participation, but in the viewership. And the viewership is not necessarily in the traditional TV realm, right? It's online. It's on other platforms that maybe weren't around, 5, 10, 15 years ago. So it's emerging in so many different ways, and the players, as you can see here today, right, passionate about the sport. The people who watch are passionate about it, so we're excited to be a part of it.
If we wait a long time, you see it will get it.
I think we expect to come first. I think we're all really good individual players. And then also the past couple of months, we've kind of built our team synergy together really well. I think we work together really well. We're all really close friends. We like each other a lot, and I think that really helps with our chemistry. So we kind of have the individual skill, but being able to put it together in like a well-oiled machine is, I think, our most important asset. And I think it'll take us to #1 in this tournament.
Their knees rally, the dual force, they take down Hypnon.
We are like the #1 underdogs. We have fought our way to where we are today. We've been practicing almost every day to get where we are, and it's really a great accomplishment for us. So we're excited to be here. I definitely think this is a future career path. This whole event just shows like Overwatch League and the actual like contenders who we are as players.
Everybody's dream is to go to something like Overwatch League, play on the stage, get like the huge salary. That's the dream.
On next week's edition of News Source, we are at the State of the City with Mayor Sylvester Turner. Thanks for watching this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Yanguren. Until next time, have a great day, and thanks for watching HTV. Your story, your voice, your station.
HTV News Source is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products.